I wouldn't say that superstitions are unhealthy. It's the behaviors that we look at around them that can be unhealthy. And if a superstition becomes something that arrests somebody's life or inhibits their behaviors, that can be unhealthy. I don't know that there's any one cause behind that. Of course, if you had a belief that your lucky tennis shoes or your lucky shirt helped you run fast and that day you won races, you'd probably come to believe that more and more. And there are lots of incidental reports of people who have engaged in that kind of behavior, connecting to something that they thought was useful. And if it works, that's wonderful. Keep doing it. Our question clinically is always, does that superstition inhibit somebody's behavior? Does it inhibit their lives? I don't know of a true medical reason behind a superstition, but I think it might be interesting to point to a medical fact about brain science and neurophysiology. If you read the work of someone like Rick Hansen and some others who are doing new work in brain science, we discover that our brains are slightly wired to the negative, slightly wired toward fear, which enabled the species to survive. And some of what we see as superstitious behaviors have to do with holding on to those little negatives, because most superstitions are about a fear. If I don't do this, I won't get that. Or if I do this, I don't get to have that. And so there seems to be a fear connection, which seems to be built into the human brain. Part of what we do here is cognitive behavioral training. Are you thinking about that thing that you're doing? And if you think through some of the fears that you have, are they rational or are they irrational? Is that fear helping you to move forward, or is it holding you back? There's a debate between the connection between superstition and something like OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. That would be an example of something getting out of hand. I've seen examples, I've had treated patients who couldn't leave the house until they'd done and redone certain behaviors, because they had a morbid fear that if they didn't get that behavior completed, they wouldn't be able to go on with their day. There would be some impending danger. And yet that seems to be more about brain and body chemistry than just a simple thought that we learned growing up, or a tradition that got handed down like a rabbit's foot or Dumbo's feather. Superstitions can be cultural because we see them showing up in different ways in different cultures around the world. Some of them, of course, America being a melting pot, some of them have come in from different cultures and become part of the American milieu. I don't know of a specific one that a patient has shared with me that's superstition related. I've had a lot of patients tell me fear-based behaviors, but I'm differentiating between a superstition and a fear-based or OCD behavior.